So the question is, do you want to lose weight or do you want to lose fat? And to many people, those terms are interchangeable. There's no difference between weight loss and fat loss because most people think, well, if I want to diet and I start exercising, then I'm going to automatically lose fat. But it's just not true. Fat loss and weight loss are two very different things. And let me explain the difference. Weight loss in general are generally people who talk about weight loss really start from a place, really, or I guess a place of unknown. They don't know, they may know how much they weigh, but they don't know their lean body mass, meaning how much muscle they actually carry. And they don't know their body fat percentage. They don't know what percentage of their weight is actual fat. So they may just go by the scale number and say, well, I just need to lose weight. Say I'm 200 pounds, I'm going to get down to 150. So I just need to lose 50 pounds, period. And so what you'll see them do is they'll do, especially women. I mean, some men will do this as well, but men are less prone to do this than women. Women will start to do a lot of cardio and they will start to diet and severely cut back their calories. So, and they may do a little bit of weight training. They'll throw in some yoga, some Pilates, some body resistance exercises, but the vast majority of those workouts and anything they do will be focused on cardio. Even walking, whatever it may be, it will be cardio based, not muscle building based. Okay, so what you'll see people do is they're doing all this cardio, they're upping their exercise, but then they're also cutting back their calories. So they're now eating, I've seen women eating anywhere from under 1,000 or around 1,000 to maybe 2,000 calories. And that into 2,000 for many women, that is like a lot of food. That is just way too much for them to eat. And so, or they'll cut out a food group entirely. Somehow they're just trying things. I just want to lose weight. No matter whether it's fat, no matter whether it's muscle, I just want to lose weight. But if you ask many people, they say, well, do you want to lose fat or do you want to lose weight? They'll say, well, isn't it the same thing? And then they think, well, of course I want to lose fat. Or if you ask them if you want to lose muscle, if you want to lose fat, of course, most people will say fat. They want to lose the fat off their body. So what happens is they'll end up maybe losing weight and they'll maybe get down to the goal weight or get close to it. And they look smaller, but their body doesn't look better or different. They may end up looking more skinny fat, which is still having a high percentage of body fat and low muscle. They could end up not, I guess, what a lot of women maybe they have a trouble area, maybe their arms or maybe they have back fat. And even though they're smaller, they will still have these trouble areas. It won't be as much fat, but it still will be there. And the reason for this is because they were focused on losing weight and not losing fat. If you want to be smaller or in better shape, to be healthier, and to cut excess fat off your body and to look toned, and all toned is the revealing of muscle under your skin. So the less fat you have and water you have between your skin and your muscle, the more the muscle's going to pop up and show. That's all toning is fat loss. It's revealing the muscle. So in order to get like that, in order to look like that, as opposed to skinny fat where you still really don't look toned, you still can look flaccid and flat or flabby or still have back fat or excess arm fat, all types of things, the way to achieve that is that you're going to have to incorporate some heavy resistance training with your fat loss journey or your weight loss journey. You cannot just do cardio. Cardio will help you burn fat, but you're going to have to build up the muscle. You're going to have to increase your muscle size. And in order to do that, you're going to have to create heavy resistance. What are ways to create heavy resistance? Well, there's calisthenics, there's heavy weight training, there's using bands. There's a lot of ways that you can build up muscle and actually remove fat. Weight training and doing resistance training actually removes fat from your body as well. There's ways to do that, and so that when you actually get to the ideal goal weight, that you will look better. Your shape will be curvier. You will have muscle. You will have a toned look and still a very sexy and beautiful physique as opposed to just skinny fat or just smaller and flaccid looking. And you also need to pay attention to your diet in this. A lot of times, like I said, women will cut out huge food groups or cut out certain things or just lower their calories dramatically, and you could be hindering your fat loss. You could be eating at such a low calorie amount and doing so much cardio that you're actually wasting away muscle. You're eating away your muscle through that because you're not feeding the muscle. You're not giving the muscle anything to build itself on. So it is important whenever you think about, well, I want to lose weight, you need to transform that weight word into fat. Not focusing on what the scale says. Who cares what the scale says? I've been like right now, I did a bulk and I basically was eating over 3,000 calories a day, sometimes 3,500 calories a day. I've even had 4,000 calories a day in the past 3 months. And I basically did a bulk where I was lifting heavy. I did no cardio. And I, in an effort to build up more muscle in my body, particularly my butt. So I was just lifting heavy, eating like crazy, and I've gained some fat from it. I'm just now, this is the first week that I'm starting to cut, and I'm actually going to do a transformation journey so you guys can see what I look like through that. But right now I'm 150 pounds. When I started my bulk, I was 132. And I was a few weeks before that, I would say about a month before that, I had been measured at 9% body fat. Okay, at 132 pounds. I don't know if, I want you to look up 9% body fat. And at 132 pounds, it means I got a lot of muscle in my frame. I'm almost 5'7". So most people, if they get down, or most women, if they were to get down to 9% body fat, they have almost no muscle. So they'll weigh like in the low teens or maybe 100 pounds at 5'6", 5'7". But because I had a good muscle base, even at 9% body fat, I was 132 pounds. If I went by the scale and said, well, I'm 132 pounds, I want to be 120 pounds, I would have to eat away muscle to get to that size. I would have to basically atrophy my muscles, basically lay in a coma and just do nothing and try to completely eat away my muscles in order to be that size. So right now I'm 150 pounds. And as I go through my transformation where I'm going to shed this layer of fat off of me and do a reveal of what my bulk did for my body, you're going to see I'm going to weigh probably more than 132, even being super lean. And most people will say, you're 132, or even now people say, you're 150 pounds. And I'm like, yeah, I'm 150 pounds. And the reason why is because you have to understand something. The scale, it matters somewhat, but your body fat percentage is much more important. Your lean body mass, meaning your muscle mass, is much more important. So when you're starting a weight loss journey or you're on one now or whatever it is, think about it in terms of fat. Think of ways, how can I improve my muscle and lose fat? You got to add in resistance training, cut back on the cardio, and you need to be eating a balanced macro diet, meaning your fat, your carbs, and your protein are balanced. And I'm going to do a video talking about a macro diet and how you can eat pretty much anything and still lose fat and keep your muscle or gain muscle. So I hope that that little term helps you, or helps you just keep it in your mind to interchange the word weight with fat loss. Because after all, that is what is going to give you the nice toned body that you want, as opposed to being skinny fat. So I hope this video helps you. Comment below. Let me know if you anything you want to share about fat loss or weight loss, or how you've thought about it, or what you think about this video. And as always, like, subscribe, please. I would be so happy if you could subscribe. I'm going to keep bringing videos. I'm still trying to figure out a schedule of when I want to set them up. But right now, I'm doing videos almost on a daily basis, just so I could kind of build up a full catalog of videos, and then I'll start to just put them out at certain intervals during the week, so you guys can know when to watch me and stay up to date with everything that I'm doing. All right, take care.